After repeatedly failing in his studies, Bart finally graduated from university. His family celebrated him at a very luxurious restaurant. Upon returning home, a surprise awaited them inside the house. Bart Whitaker's tragic story. Bart Whitaker loved his family deeply, and he and his younger brother Kevin, 19 years old, were very close to each other. He shared a passion for long-distance cycling with his father, and they often rode around the neighborhood together. On December 10th, 2003, Bart, 24 years old, came home to announce to his family that he had finished his final exams in his last year at Sam Houston State University and was about to graduate. The news was very joyous for everyone because Bart had struggled a lot in his studies. But none of that mattered now. His parents invited him to celebrate this occasion at a restaurant that served expensive gourmet food. At the same time, his father had bought a luxury Rolex watch to gift him. Everyone was extremely happy, and the parents were very proud of Bart. They engaged in conversation, and everything was in perfect harmony. After dinner, they gathered in the family car and left for their home in Sugar Land, Texas. On the way back, the parents talked about how proud they were of their son and looked forward to his bright future. Upon arriving home, his brother and parents got out of the car first and headed toward the house, with Bart behind them. He told them he had forgotten something in the car and would come after them. As soon as the three entered the house, they were immediately shot by an assassin who was waiting inside. Bart heard the gunshots and quickly ran inside, finding all his family members lying on the ground. He arrived just as the killer was escaping the house. Bart got into a scuffle with the killer, ending up with a bullet wound in his arm. A neighbor heard what happened, saw the chaotic scene, and called the police. When the police arrived, they found Kevin and his mother deceased on the scene, while Bart and his father were taken to the hospital and recovered. A massive investigation was launched to find out who the killer was and what his motives were. It didn't take long before they discovered that Bart himself had hired this killer to eliminate his family and claim all their money. To make it look real, he asked the killer to shoot him in the arm. All his smiles in the photos were fake. Deep inside, he harbored intense hatred for them. Here is a picture of Bart in the luxurious restaurant with his family while the hired killer was waiting for them at home. Notably, the failing Bart had not been studying for a long time, was failing every semester, and was not even close to graduating. In 2007, he was convicted of hiring a killer and sentenced to death, spending many years awaiting his turn on death row. Finally, his time came in 2018. But just 40 minutes before his execution, the governor of Texas commuted his sentence to life imprisonment because Bart's father asked the judge for forgiveness, not wanting to see the last remaining member of his family executed.